Broadway is about to fall in love with Zachary Levi and Krysta Rodriguez in the brand new musical comedy, First Date. We're tagging along on opening night at the Longacre Theater to find out if love is in the air for the cast of this hilarious new musical. What brings you out, Corey Cott, to First Date opening night?
I'm on a date, actually.
Are you?
With my beautiful wife right here.
Come on over.
Yeah, here she is.
Hi there.
This is Megan, Megan Cott. And yeah, we're on a date, and we're so excited to see this amazing musical.
What brings you out to First Date opening night?
Zachary Levi. It's my buddy. I'm excited. This has been a dream of his for a really long time. So the fact that I'm on Broadway to see my friend is it's amazing.
I'm always excited when there's a new show opening up on Broadway, and I know this one is like more this is just a fun time, so I'm ready to have a great time tonight.
I've heard a lot of great things about the show, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. You know, Bryce is an old friend of mine, and I'm excited for him, and he plays softball with me, so he better be at the next game, though.
What was your greatest inspiration in writing the book for this show?
I think a lot of my own bad dating stories were certainly some of the inspiration. Sitting with Michael and Eleanor, two of my best friends, talking about our own dating traumas and tragedies over the years, and talking about ways that we could put that into a musical.
It's a feel-good show, and it also touches the heartstrings a little bit. I think you're going to laugh, might be touched and moved, and it's a great date because everything in this show is actually based on something from our lives.
There's some things that will actually be surprising. It's like, whoa, that really happened. But you can rest assured that it really did.
Tell me a little bit about your first date. Do you guys, do you remember your first date?
Well, we were friends for a while before we started dating, so we kind of skipped the dating part.
Yeah, F that noise.
What are the feelings like for you tonight as you open this show on Broadway, finally?
Yeah, it's a dream come true. You know, you spend your life thinking someday I want to be on Broadway, and tonight my show was on Broadway, and I can't even begin to tell you how excited and happy I am.
It's my first opening night of a Broadway show that's literally brand new. Not based on a movie, not based on a book. It's simply a fresh idea.
This is a absolute dream come true. And by the way, and not just, you know, it'd be one thing if I was making a Broadway debut and it was all right, you know, but just technically checking that box off. But the fact that I get to check that box off, and I really believe that this show is so blessed.
Tell me a little bit about that energy when you're on stage with the rest of this cast. I mean, you've got to be having the most fun in the world. What's that vibe like?
What's so great about this show is that when, you know, they get to be all kind of crazy and we have to stay grounded in our date, you know? So it's really easy to just connect with him, and we just get to just go on a date every night. I mean, who doesn't want to go on a date with Zachary Levi every night? Luckiest girl in the world.
How was the audience tonight? Tell me a little bit about the energy in that house tonight.
Oh, it was amazing. It's electric, you know? It's opening night, so everyone's there to support you. It's friends, family, you know, community, so it was amazing.
Is it hard for you guys up on stage with so much funny going on to keep it together?
Absolutely. Christopher Cusick and I try to just stare at each other's eyes and think about like dead puppies or something.
What makes this such a perfect date night show?
96 minutes. So if you don't like the person, you're out. Hurley's is next door. You can get a drink.
One of the pieces of feedback I've heard from people is it's delightfully expected and unexpected at the same time. You think that we're going to go down it's a cliche path, and they're doing something new.
What do you think are the ingredients that go into a good Broadway musical romantic comedy?
I think, you know, they're varied, but, you know, I think you got to have the jokes, but you got to have the heart. And I think they've done a wonderful job of bringing both of those to light in this show.
Who is the biggest flirt in this cast?
The biggest flirt, I have to say it's Chris Cusack. Yeah, he's a flirt.
Probably Christopher Cusick.
Who is the biggest flirt in the cast?
That would definitely be me.
The biggest flirt in this cast? Oh, Blake Hammond.
Who would you say is the biggest flirt in this cast?
Well, me, of course.
Blake. Or actually, you know what? I would say it's a tie between Blake and Chris, actually.
It might be me. It might be. Or Zach. Zach. It might be Zach.
Who is the biggest flirt in the cast, would you say?
Me, because I fake sexually harass Zach Levi all the time, and he doesn't take my advances. I mean, come on. And I'm like, Zach, don't fall in love with me.
told him tonight, I was like, Zach, I'm wearing a really cute dress, so don't fall in love with me. And he hasn't. He hasn't.